I'm Eranga Gunadasa. Today I'm going to do a presentation on teaching aids, which is very important for a teacher. First of all, let's see what are teaching aids. Teaching aids are special tools that teachers use to make learning exciting and understandable for all of us. So they are like tools, materials and resources used by the educators to enhance learning and facilitate the teaching process. Let's see some examples for teaching aids. CDs, whiteboard, blackboard, flashcards and models. Teaching aids can be classified into 6 main categories. So let's see the classification of teaching aids. So this is the classification of teaching aids. Teaching aids can be divided into visual aids, audio visual aids, models, live specimens and active specimens. Visual aids can be divided into 2 categories. They are non-projected aids and projected aids. Non-projected aids are like let's see what are visual aids. Visual aids are like colorful pictures and diagrams that show us information in a way that's easy to understand. Imagine learning about the solar system and seeing a big poster with all the planets and their names. It's much easier than just reading about them in a book. That's the power of visual aids. These are some of the examples for visual aids: blackboards, models, and diagrams. Projected aids. Projected aids are teaching tools that require the use of a projection device to display visual content to a group of students. For example, smart boards, project, and film projector. Okay, let's see what are audio aids. Audio aids are teaching tools that rely on sound to convey information and facilitate learning. These aids are particularly useful for auditory learners and can enhance comprehension and retention by providing auditory stimulation. For example, audiobooks, lectures, playing CDs, and playing music. Next, let's see what are audio-visual aids. Audio-visual aids are teaching tools which combines both sounds and visual elements to enhance the learning experience. So these aids can provide more engaging and more comprehensive way to present information, which caters both auditory and visual learners. So according to the pictures, here you can see teacher shows a documentary for students, both visual and audio. What are models? Models refer to three-dimensional representations of objects, structures or processes that are used to illustrate concepts and facilitate learning. For example, here you can see a model of a heart and a model which is used by the students who are learning geography. Now let's see what are live or active specimens. Live specimens refer to living organisms or biological materials that are used in educational settings to study biology, ecology, and related sciences. These specimens are typically alive and provide a first-hand experience for students to observe and learn about their characteristics, behavior, and biological processes. For example, you can see in here observing in the first picture, observing microorganisms through a microscope, and in the second picture observing animal behavior, and in the third picture observing plants. This is the end of my presentation on classification of teaching aids. Thank you.